Namaskar, welcome to Vision of Asia, with the community on IT Gold. In today's Vision of Asia, we take you to words of President Biden, new initiatives to combat the threat posed by COVID-19 with new variant. We'll take you to Varanasi, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched multiple development projects and launched Banas Kashi Sankul. That is a new initiative to boost dairy. And we also have a conversation with Guru Dilip ji, who works in the field of interfaith, bringing people together. He talks about several initiatives taken in 2021. We'll also have second part of our story on the event organized by SAVA. Welcome back. You're watching Vision of Asia, Voice of Community. And as you are aware, COVID-19 is not going away. It is coming again and again with new variants, and Omicron is causing concern. President Biden is not sitting idle. He has announced new initiatives to keep Americans safe. And here is the message given by President detailing all the new plans which are going to be in place for Americans with respect to vaccination and other measures.
3 weeks ago, I laid out a COVID-19 action plan for this winter that prepared us for this moment. Today, we're making the plan even stronger. First, we're setting up our vaccination and booster efforts. We're stepping it up significantly. In the past 2 weeks, we've seen the highest vaccination rates since last spring. And we aren't as vaccinated as a country as we should be, though. That's why we have added 10,000 new vaccination sites on top of the 80,000 sites that we already had in place. And even more will open in January. Starting this week, the federal government will set up emergency testing sites in areas that need additional testing capacity. Before Christmas, the first several of these federal testing sites will be up and running in New York City, with many more to come. This free testing is going to help reduce the waiting lines, the time you have to stand there. We're going to continue to add federal testing sites where needed, so that if you want an immediate test, there'll be a place where you can go get it. We also need to do better with at-home testing. So I'm announcing today the federal government will purchase 1/2 billion, that's not million, billion with a B, additional at-home rapid tests with delivery starting in January. We'll be getting these tests to Americans for free, and we'll have websites where you can get them delivered to your home. Next, we are preparing hospitals for what's coming. Those 40 unvaccinated adults have a good chance of getting COVID-19, and some of you will get very sick. That'll mean hospitals are going to get extremely stressed again, both in terms of equipment as well as personnel to care for those who get sick. That's why my administration has stockpiled and pre-positioned millions of gowns, gloves, masks, and ventilators. We're ready to send them immediately to any state that needs more. In addition, I've directed the Pentagon to mobilize an additional 1,000 troops to be deployed to help staff local hospitals and expand capacity. Let me close with this. I know you're tired. I really mean this, and I know you're frustrated. We all want this to be over, but we're still in it. And this is a critical moment. We also have more tools than we ever had before. We're ready. We'll get through this. As we head into the holidays, I want us to all keep the faith. I want to sincerely thank you for your perseverance, your courage, your countless acts of kindness, love, and sacrifice during these last 2 years.
Now we take you to India. President Biden talked about vaccination, and here we see Prime Minister Narendra Modi working to bring up those who are working with cows. And on the day he launched multiple development projects in Varanasi, it coincided with birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Chaudhary Charan Singh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi mentioned about how cow is worshipped and the new initiatives, including Kam Dhenu Ayog, established by his government. A large crowd gathered to hear Prime Minister and Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath ji, was also present on this occasion. Take a look.
आज वाराणसी और आसपास का ये पूरा क्षेत्र एक बार फिर से पूरे देश, पूरे उत्तर प्रदेश के गांवों, किसानों, पशुपालकों के लिए बहुत बड़े कार्यक्रम का साक्षी बना है। आज का दिन इतिहास भी विशेष है और इसलिए भी विशेष है क्योंकि आज देश के पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री चौधरी चरण सिंह जी की जन्म जयंती है। मैं उन्हें आदरपूर्वक श्रद्धांजलि देता हूं। उनकी स्मृति में देश किसान दिवस मना रहा है। साथियों, हमारे यहां गाय की बात करना, गोबर धन की बात करना, कुछ लोगों ने ऐसे हालात पैदा कर दिए हैं जैसे कोई गुनाह कर रहे हैं, गुनाह बना दिया है। गाय कुछ लोगों के लिए गुनाह हो सकती है, हमारे लिए गाय माता है, पूजनीय है। गाय भैंस का मजाक उड़ाने वाले लोग ये भूल जाते हैं कि देश के 8 करोड़ परिवारों की आजीविका ऐसे ही पशुधन से चलती है। इन्हीं परिवारों की मेहनत से आज भारत हर साल लगभग 8.5 लाख करोड़ रुपए का दूध उत्पादन करता है और ये राशि जितना भारत में गेहूं और चावल का उत्पादन होता है, उसकी कीमत से भी कहीं ज्यादा ये दूध उत्पादन की कीमत है। इसलिए भारत के डेयरी सेक्टर को मजबूत करना आज हमारी सरकार की सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकताओं में से एक है। इसी कड़ी में आज यहां बनास काशी संकुल का शिलान्यास किया गया है। साथियों, अब मैदान छोटा पड़ गया है, जगह नहीं है, आप वहीं पर अपने आप को संभाल लीजिए। बनास डेयरी से जुड़े लाखों किसानों के खाते में करोड़ों रुपए ट्रांसफर किए गए हैं। रामनगर के दूध प्लांट को चलाने के लिए बायोगैस आधारित पावर प्लांट का भी शिलान्यास हुआ है। एक और महत्वपूर्ण बात हुई है जिसका सकारात्मक प्रभाव पूरे देश के डेयरी सेक्टर पर पड़ेगा। आज यहां दूध की शुद्धता के प्रमाण के लिए देश भर में एकीकृत व्यवस्था और उसका लोगो भी जारी हुआ है। डेयरी सेक्टर से जुड़े इन प्रयासों के अलावा आज यूपी के लाखों लोगों को अपने घर के कानूनी दस्तावेज यानी गरौनी भी सौंपी गई है। वाराणसी को और सुंदर, सुगम और सुविधा संपन्न बनाने के वाली 1500 करोड़ रुपए से अधिक की परियोजनाओं का लोकार्पण और शिलान्यास भी हुआ है। इन सभी विकास परियोजनाओं के लिए आप सभी को बधाई, यूपी और देश भर के गोपालकों को विशेष बधाई। साथियों, एक जमाना था जब हमारे गांवों के घर आंगन में मवेशियों के झुंड ही संपन्नता की पहचान थे। और हमारे यहां तो कहा भी जाता था, हर कोई इसे पशुधन कहता है। किसके दरवाजे पर कितने खूंटे हैं, इसको लेकर स्पर्धा रहती थी। हमारे शास्त्रों में भी कामना की गई है, गावों में सर्वतः चैव गवाम मध्ये वसाम्यहम्, यानी गायें मेरे चारों ओर रहे और मैं गायों के बीच निवास करूं। ये सेक्टर हमारे यहां रोजगार का भी हमेशा से बहुत बड़ा माध्यम रहा है, लेकिन बहुत लंबे समय तक इस सेक्टर को जो समर्थन मिलना चाहिए था वो पहले की सरकारों में मिला नहीं। अब हमारी सरकार देश भर में इस स्थिति को बदल रही है। हमने कामधेनु आयोग का गठन किया, डेयरी सेक्टर के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए हजारों करोड़ रुपए का विशेष फंड बनाया है। हमने एक बहुत बड़ा अभियान चलाकर लाखों पशुपालकों को किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड की सुविधा से भी जोड़ा है। किसानों को अच्छी गुणवत्ता का चारा, बीज मिले, इसके लिए भी लगातार काम चल रहा है।
Guru Dilip ji has worked tirelessly to bring people together from different faiths. He's active with United Nations and several other organizations. How interfaith scenario is important from the point of view world peace. We talked to him about this. Challenges and promises moving towards 2022 as one human race. Here is a part of conversation with Guru Dilip ji. For someone who is not familiar with Vedic knowledge or Indian cultural flow, how would you summarize the teaching of Vedas which you feel is relevant for the present world?
I'll go with the Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. That is basic knowledge in India. Because before any other nation talk about global family, India brought that, that idea that people take it. When you say we all are divine being on this universe, we should work together, we love each other, help each other, people understand better. So we go with that one, make a friendship circle, and slowly we'll bring our knowledge to them, and it will digest. Maybe bring them to a vegetarian restaurant, they eat food, or have a chai, they enjoy it, and slowly they'll come and ready to talk and share their feelings. That's the thing I experience always.
Dilipji, what we see, most of us are closed in some way. We are open, yet we are closed. We feel that this is what I am, and this is my boundary, and others are not going to be able to understand it. As well as I'm not interested in how they live, how they practice, etc. What you are doing is removing these so-called boundaries and making people see that there is a flow of beauty and oneness among all. Talk to me about some of the main events which you organized or you were a part of in 2021, which added to your confidence and conviction that we are moving in the right direction.
So one major event was 30 days of International Day of Yoga, World Global Yoga Festival we made. That went very well. We had so many universities, professors, different NGOs, officials from the UN, politicians. They all came and share their ideas and the knowledge. And we had musicians, artists for 30 days continuous. That was a history we made. I felt very good. It was on Zoom event, and we had other events on outside with the people. I felt comfortable because people are ready to listen and they're ready to learn. So when they are ready, we should give it. And another one, we had World Interfaith Harmony Week celebration, 7 days continuous program. That went very well. And last week, we had 1 week Global Hindu Summit. That is first time I'm putting that program. And I see over 70 speakers in it, including 8 chancellors from different universities in India. Major person was the chancellor of the Nalanda University, and we had a senator Lou from New York and 3 assembly members from New York State. So I felt there's a harmony happening in our circle, and if you do in New York, definitely the world will change. I believe we people from New York or America can lead in a proper direction. I felt really good.
Talking about feeling good in 2022, what is it that you are looking forward to as we welcome a new year? Is there any interfaith meet which you feel is kind of launching pad of some sort for us to imbibe that spirit of harmony and oneness?
Yeah, we are doing the final event this Tuesday on Zoom, and the evening that's a dinner party. Then January 1st we'll have online little meditation, prayers for global peace and harmony, and a discussion group. So maybe 2 hours. Then we'll go for major events according to the UN agenda, Sustainable Development Goals events. February 1st week we have World Interfaith Harmony Week, and March we'll have Women's History Month celebrations, and April we have Earth Day festival, and May some other programs coming up, and definitely June again we are going to have 30 days celebration for World Yoga Festival, including International Day of Yoga celebration. We are talking with the governor's office in New York, and I hope all political leaders will come and support. And we want to bring the yogasana competitions in schools and colleges. We are working on in that. And if 40 countries can come up with their national yogasana sports team, definitely we can move towards the Olympic Committee and ask us to perform at the next Olympics or after that. Let us see how it will work out.
SAVA is Sikh American Veterans Alliance. A gala was organized to raise funds and help them and show our respect for those who are dedicating and giving their biggest sacrifice for America. Here is second part of our report on the event SAVA.
I'm Senior Master Sergeant Gurpreet Singh Bambra, and I'm here to welcome to you all to this fabulous event for SAVA. Our mission is to help focus veterans and help them serve openly and freely with diverse backgrounds.
Hi, my name is Paramjit Singh Bedi. I am co-chairman of Gurdwara Guru Nanak Darbar, Hicksville, Long Island, and chairman of Afghanistan Affairs Committee, Global Sikh Council, a council of all 30 countries of the world. Today, I congratulate SAVA. They are doing great job, and I encourage all my Sikh and all Indian brothers, youngster, please go in the military and serve the country and do your job. Thank you very much, and congratulations again. Thank you.
First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate SAVA on this wonderful event that they have produced that supports the military and actions where we should all join the forces and do the civil services. My name is Satbir Singh. I'm along with Nico Terazakis and Mr. Bedi, and we want to congratulate with our whole heart to the community for putting this wonderful event together. Congratulations, and go on the link below and donate to SAVA, because it's so important to serve the American community in civil services. Thank you so much.
I just want to say thank you to SAVA for helping support and educate the American community of Sikh service in the armed forces. Again, as a representative of the Republican Party, we're so grateful for members of the Bendi family. Kucha, your service is so important. Thank you so much for your hard work. And again, I look forward to our country being like Canada one day, that we have a Secretary of Defense that is a Sikh gentleman like Canada has today. So thank you again for your work, SAVA. Onwards to many more victories to come, okay? Thank you very much.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. What a wonderful function organizing by Mohinder Singh Taneja and his team, honoring very respected Army officer Kalsi, who did a lot of great things for Army forces. ਸਾਡੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਮਾਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਰਮੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਰਸਤਾ ਖੋਲ੍ਹਿਆ ਸਾਹਮਣਾ ਲਈ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੂਰੇ ਦਸਤਾਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਖੁੱਲੇ ਦਾੜੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਰਮੀ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਮਹਾਨ ਲੀਡਰ ਤੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਨਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਥ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਇਆ ਹੈ, ਆ ਕੇ ਇਸ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਰ ਚੰਨ ਲਾਏ ਹਨ। ਤੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਟੀਮ ਦੇ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ਰ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਧਾਈ ਦੇ ਪਾਤਰ ਹੋ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
You're watching Vision of Asia Voice of Community, and as we say goodbye to you with thanks, it is also time to remember you can always be with us on our Facebook page by being friends with ITV Gold on Facebook. Do subscribe to ITV Gold's YouTube channel. Keep writing, events at itvgold.com. Stay safe, stay well. Merry Christmas in advance and happy holidays. This is Ashok Vyas. Namaste.